Wuthering Waves has gone and fulfilled their next 6-month expansion with version 3.0, and after Rinascita, Lahai Roi is a fresh experience on the post-apocalyptic world of Wuthering Waves, and I must say, this finally feels like Wuthering Waves again. Rinascita was a paradise of luxurious landscapes and perfect cities surrounded by citizens who could care less about the neighboring destruction in the nearby continents. As we left Jinzhou and went off to Rinascita, it felt like a brand new world, but it was almost too perfect. Lahai Roi, however, feels like a completely new planet. The post-apocalyptic vibes are definitely there because outside of the actual academy, there are void worms that will actually destroy you on the way out there. And we see destroyed structures, and everything outside of the academy is just quite unique and exotic. It's what I crave from Wuthering Waves. But then we get to the actual academy, which is structured and unique feeling altogether. Version 3.0 is a spectacle, and we will be here for the next half a year, so let's talk about the great, the good, the bad, and the ugly. My name's VoidEnigma. Like the video, subscribe for more enigmatic content. Let's pop into the enigmatic region of Lahai Roi. The bike is everything. Leaving flight in Rinascita has already seen its detriments, but the motorbike is a damn good addition to Wuthering Waves. The controls aren't perfect, and I'd like to see the drift to be actually adjusted, but the jumping mechanic is the best damn feature. Hopefully, the mechanics of the bike get fleshed out over the next couple of updates, but the best feature of the bike is not riding the bike, nor is it the customizable controls or the first-person point of view. It's the bike customization. I'm rocking the Furlova bike with the Persona lid, and it's amazing. You can customize the left and right panels as well as the top, but despite those customizable features, I feel it was a little underdone. Despite me loving these features, the lack of customization of the middle portion of the bike is very aggravating. This is something that should have been included but wasn't for some reason. There's more to it though, because when other resonators are on the bike, there's no trail on the bike, right? But when Lene is on the bike, there is a unique bike trail. I was hoping for a customizable bike trail per character, but I guess that could come later. The whole bike customization is okay at base, but needs to be fleshed out way more. Still a great start, and I can live with these limited customizations regardless. Despite the bike being a welcome addition to the region has been much different. If flight was all I knew about exploring a different game, then I'd be having a horrible time. But once I rekindled my brain to let go of flight and get back to the general exploration that I'm used to experiencing, then I began to actually appreciate the scenery. Getting from area to area is difficult, but that's a good thing. Sometimes you need to struggle and read the map correctly rather than just bypass the map altogether thanks to the flight that we had in Rinascita. When they said they didn't want every region to be dulled down by flight, I definitely understand looking at this now. You have such high and open spaces in Lahai Roi that flight would have completely ruined it. For instance, I needed to reach the domain in order to raise Lene, and I could have easily flown up there in the past like I normally do, but realizing that I couldn't, I had to go back down to parkouring instead. I must admit that it was a welcome change. We aren't in Rinascita anymore. We are in Lahai Roi. It's time to vroom and run over some tacit discords and not just fly over every threat that approaches us. Now, regarding the story in version 3.0, I haven't had the opportunity to experience the full story, but I wasn't a fan of the opening hour of it. Mainly because it felt superficial, with Lene half showing us around the academy while very much hiding something. It all felt very introductory, and I really hate introductory moments, although the start with Shorekeeper was absolutely amazing. I love the interaction between Shorekeeper and Rover. If this video does get to 10k views, then I'll make a full story review of version 3.0, so like the video to help promote the video in order to reach that goal. I'm sure that by the end of the story I'll have much more to say, but those are my first impressions of it so far. I know it's about to pick up, and I can't wait to play through it. Not everything is good with this update though. A lot of the 3.0 issues come down to half commitments. The biggest downside to this update is the failure to increase the maximum echo slots. I've been hovering around 2900 for the past 3 months, and I know with the new region my echo inventory is going to just be burnt. Echo still set to 3k is a huge burden on the player. I can't be the only one who is having echo inventory issues. Another small downside is the bike controls. They can be wonky at times, and the fact that the bike can't immediately go up vertical inclines annoys the ever-living crap out of me. There are so many high places that need to be reached, and the bike is more of a hindrance than an upside, but I guess that's the expectation. Additionally, this may be a bit of a nitpick, but I normally hate the school life setting. I hope we don't go down the same tropes of any other school life anime or game and do some unique things, but I suppose we'll have to see on that, right? I'm also not a fan of the waveline feature. The messaging between characters is great, don't get me wrong, and all of that is fine, but each and every conversation should have an astrite reward, or at least the conclusion of each conversation should have some astrites. Certain interactions have astrites, sure, but giving 5 to 10 with every conversation would just make going through each of these conversations worth it. Initially, you see 30 to 20 conversations and no astrite for half of them, and there are even some astrites hidden behind certain interactions, like this one here. Like, I get it, this is a really cool feature, but even Honkai Star Rail gave us astrites for chatting with your comrades at the end of the conversation. Fresh perspective, great experience, and all fun. Wuthering has delivered us peak. And many will be happy despite the very few flaws that exist. A great Christmas present, am I right? Bold of them to release it on Christmas Day. I'm really looking forward to this expansion of Solaris 3 and the return of Wuthering Waves. I love being back to the traditional exploration through post-apocalyptic environments, but now with the motorbike, it's a nice addition. I still would have loved Rover to have a Persona outfit as part of the collab, but I ain't complaining. And they definitely should have just taken Sonic's head, completely plop it off, and put it on top of Shorekeeper. Yeah, perfect. What are your thoughts on this update, though? Was it a hit, a miss, or a damn bullseye? Write a comment down below to let me know your thoughts on Lahai Roi and what you expect in the future. Leave a like if you enjoyed this discussion and video, and thank you for watching. This has been VoidEnigma, out.